Okay, so in the previous class, if you remember, we were in field tests. Okay, in pre-test and post-test. I'll just these are post-tests, and we had seen pre-test as well. What is pre-test? Before the ad campaign is being aired or it's being implemented. Okay, so those tests are called as pre-test. So there are at different places we are doing different tests. Those are there. Then post-tests in the sense, as in when you have already printed the ad or if you have aired the ad. Okay, so after the ad is being shown to the public, so some tests are being done. So those are post tests. Okay, so in post test we do it in two types, that is laboratory and field test. We had seen this. Okay, now how to test. So you can see 21 of the largest US ad agencies had endorsed a set of principles aimed at improving the research used in preparing and testing ads, providing a better creative product for clients, and controlling the cost of TV commercials. So to do all these things, a set of 9 principles called as PACT, that is positioning, advertising, copy testing, okay, was developed. So by 21 of the largest US ad agencies. What is the name? It is PACT. Okay, 9 principles are there, and the full form is positioning, advertising, copy, testing. Okay, positioning, advertising, copy, testing. So that is PACT. So we'll just see what are the 9 principles. The principles are: provide measurements that are relevant to the objectives of the advertising. So what kind of measurements are you looking at? In the sense, you need to define, okay, to what scale are you going to basically test them, okay, or to compare. So you need some measurements, right? So that are relevant to the objectives of the measurement. So in the previous class, I gave example like after the test or the before the test, I want to reach, like after the test, I want to reach 600 people or 600 customers should be there, or I need to sell 600 numbers. Okay, so it could be greater than your normal sales. Okay, in a specific period of time, it could be for a week, for a month, for 2 months, or for a quarter. Okay, so 600 depending on the products. I just gave example last time, 600. So to test this, so what is my objective? To reach that particular sales or to reach those many people. Okay, uh, and to reach in the sense, to make aware those many people that I am there in the market or this is the product is there in the market. So that is what is provide measurements that are relevant to the objective. Then require agreement about how the results will be used in advance of each specific test. So now only you should decide like whatever the result comes, how are we going to use it? Okay, this is the second principle. Third one, provide multiple measurements because single measurements are not adequate to assess the performance. Like I told you, like about sales, about the number of people reached. Okay, so these are the different measurements which could be taken. Okay, so because only one may not be adequate or it is difficult to assess or difficult to understand the performance of it. Okay, so if 600 people, how are you going to know you are going to meet 600 people? Okay, but sales you can make out easily because you are selling it. So those many products are coming and a particular number of products are being sold. So you can keep a track of how many uh, the products are basically sold after this particular ad is being aired for a certain number of days. Okay, so those are multiple measurements. Then based on a model of human response to communications, the reception to a stimulus, the comprehension of the stimulus and the response of the stimulus. So what is this? Based on the model of human response in that sense, you might have heard that people, if you touch, so you will feel it. Okay, so that is called as a response. So response to stimuli. You might have heard like in school and all. So touch me not plant. If you touch that particular plant, it will basically curl its leaves. Okay, so similarly, so how a particular person has a response to the communication, in the sense the ad. So what kind of response a particular communication, that is the ad, does. Okay, so reception to stimulus. So will he respond to that particular ad? Okay, the comprehension of the stimulus. How will he understand that particular ad and the response to stimulus? So first, will he see it? Okay, so after seeing it, what will he understand? and after understanding, what will you do? Okay, these are the basic three things which a particular human response will have. You look at it, you understand what it is, then you will take some decision. So what will be that decision? So as a marketer, you need to your goal would be to send a particular ad where people look at it, understand it in the way that you want them to understand. Then after understanding, you want to increase the sales, right? So that is what is needed here. So that is the fourth point. Then fifth, allow for consideration of whether the advertising stimulus should be exposed more than once. Okay, we are talking about frequency here. So frequency and reach. So do you just want to have reach or you want to have frequency? So frequency in the sense the number of times a particular ad is being shown. Okay, so reach is how many people have seen the ad once. Okay, that is reach. Those many people have reached. Frequency is if I have seen it twice, thrice, or four times. So that is the frequency of my viewing of the ad. Okay, then you need to make sure whether you want to have a reach or you need to have frequency. Then allow for consideration. Fifth one, allow for consideration of whether the advertising stimulus should be exposed more than once. Okay, that is what we saw, frequency and the reach. Then require that the more finished a piece of copy is, the more soundly it can be evaluated, and require as a minimum that alternative exclusions be tested in the same degree to finish. So if it is unfinished ad, so if we are talking about the pre-test, so as like as much as possible you need to finish the ad, then you need to go to this particular test so that you can make small changes. Otherwise, there will be huge changes that needs to be made because you had a certain thing in your mind, okay, and you finished it only half. Then you are doing a test. So what happens? People may give you a lot of inputs, okay, which may be required or it may tend to overflow. Okay, the information that you get because it is half. Okay, it is not completed. So if you complete it, if you take it as near as possible to completion, then have a test. Then you will get less number, and you will also understand your perspective about it will also change, and the people who see or evaluate it, their perspective also will change. Okay, so at that time you will get a different kind of uh, answers basically or suggestions. So then require that, okay, that is done. Provide controls to avoid the biasing effects of the exposure content. So you should be neutral. Okay, you should not be biased towards male, female, or any of the religions, any of the political parties. So there should be no bias. Okay, so it should be a neutral ad. So usually this is one of the important characteristics where your ad should be neutral. It should not be towards anything, or it should not be biased, stating that that is not good or this is not good. You should say that I am good, not an issue. But you should not state that the other thing is not good or that is bad. So this is what we are saying. Stay neutral. Okay, you can say whatever about your product. It is good. It is best. It removes this stain. It removes that stain. If you use my product, this much of discount is there. Okay, if you can use my product less. Okay, so but you cannot say that okay that product is not good. The packaging is not that good. Okay, you need to use more of that product. This is not allowed. Okay, basically. So this is there is some ethics in even advertising. So you cannot directly take the name of your competitor. You cannot say I am better than him or her. Okay, but you can say that yes I am good at this particular thing. Okay, but you cannot say better in this particular thing than my competitor. Okay, usually it means the same, but you cannot directly say. That's all. Then take into account basic consideration of sample definition. For instance, what are you basically trying to say? Okay, so basic considerations of what you want to make. So what is the sample? Okay, take that into account, then move ahead. The last one, demonstrate reliability and validity. So how reliable is your ad? Okay, then whether it is true or no. Validity, you need to validate. So if you say that okay, in one wash, for example, take a detergent. In one wash, this particular stain will go. So how real it is, or how validated it is, or how valid is that thing? Okay, that you are saying that okay, use so much of paper powder. Okay, then this particular stain will go. Okay, So how validated it is? So what is, will it really happen? Is that reliable? So that's how we need to check on them. Okay, so these are the 9 principles, okay, given by those 21 ad agencies of US. Then testing process. So testing may happen at various points throughout the development of an ad or a campaign. We have already seen this at a different stages. So first one is concept generation research. So first to find out the concept, we are going to a research to do the research. So what kind of concept I need to use? So what kind of present conditions are going on? What kind of particular concept people are liking as of now? Excuse me. What kind of concept? Like earlier, like in 10, 15 years or 20 years back, if you see, there was hip hop. Okay, then kind of music. Okay, hip hop is kind of music. For those who don't know, so that was more prevalent. So people used to get that. Okay, so if you go before that, so like Michael Jackson, he was very much famous. So you could have remembered the Torino ad. Okay, where a particular person was dancing. So I think you remember Prabhudeva, okay, Torino. I don't know how many of you know the brand as well. So many years back, that was a drink like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Torino used to come. And they had taken a concept from the movie actually. So Kadalan was the movie which was very famous. So even till today, people dance on that particular music. You might have seen. Okay. So where this particular Prabhudeva comes and they will hit to his hands, legs, and it looks like he's not there. Just the hands and the legs, the breasts are dancing. So you can get this particular ad. You can see. So this is kind of a concept. It was a movie concept, a particular song concept that was taken to make this particular ad. So similarly, what is going on now? So you can see like last year or so, Corona film, so many things happened. Okay, so now it is being slowly going off, but still it was there. So what things are people liking to do, or what do they want to associate it with? Okay, still now many of the cleaners, floor cleaners, and shampoos, and even the what do you call hand sanitizers and similar products. So there are so many sprays and all, which say that this spray or this particular hand sanitizer will kill so much of viruses or bacteria and so on. So still it will be used. Okay, till this particular what do you call pandemic goes off or it subsides based on the vaccines that we take and all. So earlier even fever, cough, cold, people used to die earlier. Okay, because now it is just normal because we are having medicines and all. So earlier if it used to go to a higher level, people used to die then as well. But now we are having the medicines for it, and now it is common. So if it is if cold or cough it is coming, or fever is coming, or hypothermia or something happens, we take that particular tablet and we get normal. Okay, similarly, there are so many more diseases where we are not having any what they call permanent solution. Okay, so still there will be much more things which will be coming as science advances. We find out so many new things. Okay, and so many new medicines have to be brought. So similarly, a concept generation research, then rough pre-finished art copy and or commercial testing. So this is second one, pre-finished, a rough copy of the ad. Then comes finished art or commercial pre-testing. So here, just before you going to air it, we are testing the finished art. Then market testing of ads or commercials. So this is a post test. So the fourth one is the post test. So till third one we can do that test we call them as pre-test. So before airing. So now in the fourth one we are testing the ads or commercials. Okay. So after they are being aired in the different channels. Okay, that is called as post test. That's why in bracket I have written post test here. Okay, then concept generation and testing. So what is concept generation? Just now I explained with so many examples. So you'll see here, it is conducted very early in the campaign development process in order to explore the targeted customers' response to a potential ad or campaign, or have the consumers evaluate advertising alternatives. Okay, so many people might have had different ads. So how it is working? So can I have a similar concept? Okay, so can I get a similar kind of theme into my particular advertisement? Okay, like I have to give like I don't know whether it is very much relevant or not. Just as an example, so if you see daily soaps, okay, so daily soap in the sense the cereals what I'm talking about. So there are so many cereals in so many languages. Okay, languages of your own. You will be watching serials. It could be Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Marathi. Okay, so many different languages people watch. So what happens in one serial if a particular ghost comes? Okay, it comes in all the serials. Okay, if snake comes in all the serials. Okay, if a particular Baba or someone comes, will be telling your protagonist about something. Protagonist in the sense the hero or the heroine. So particular person comes and guides him. So same thing happens in almost all the serials. So why this happens? So what popular serial does? The serial where the TRP is more, people try to copy that. So similarly in ad it happens. If in one ad if something is there and it gets a large hit, so similar themed advertisements will come. Okay, so there will be changes, but the theme would be the same. Okay, like if you see hand wash or this one, like small kids are playing. Okay, they get their hands dirty. They come to it, and the mother says, "Go and wash your hands." Okay, the same concept is there in many hand washes. So you can see, but it is shown in a different way. Okay, the concept is the same. So like small kids are playing. Okay, after they are playing, they'll come home. Okay, so after coming home, they'll say that okay, don't come in, go to bathroom directly, take a bath, okay, come back. Or they come to eat something, so they say, okay, no. The parents say no, go and wash your hands. Okay, then the ads, like basic product will be shown, what the product is, then we'll come and eat. So that is what is the basic concept here, but it is shown in different ways. But in general, what I said is the thing. You are coming from outside playing, you are very sweaty. There are so many bacteria that will be coming with you with the sweat and also go and wash your hands before eating or take a bath and come back. So this is one of the things. Or like if it is a detergent also. So you're eating something, it falls on your dress or something. Or small kids are there, they're eating chocolate and everywhere it is there. Or they're eating ice cream and it fell down on their dress or something. Yes, these are the ads. So they take it to the washing machine. They say add this and add that. Or if you're using a bucket, then bucket they'll lift their shirt or kurta or whatever up and they'll show, okay, this is gone. So similar kind of concept because people are liking them or they are trying to get attached because the same things happens with them, right? So most of the time, many people go through the same kind of issues. So they try to relate what is happening with you. Okay, if that works for one of the brands, the same or similar kind of concept will be there for all the other competitors. Then positioning statements, copy, headlines, and/or illustrations may all be under scrutiny. In the sense, what kind of positioning you are doing. So if there is a particular statement which is basically placing my product somewhere, okay, like tough stains. So if you are having tough stains, use my product. Okay, then don't worry about tough stains or something like this, like Vim and all. So you can see that particular kadai where everything is black inside, then they'll get that particular scrubber. So even scrubber they are having the same ad. Then for the liquid what they are using or the powder or the bar what they are using, the same kind of ads are there. Okay, so most of the houses or most places will be having the same thing. When you are cooking, that particular utensil will become black if you are, or there will be some layer which is there at the uh, bottom, so which becomes black or which sticks onto that particular utensil. So this is kind of a positioning setting that if there are tough stains or tough greases, you can use my product. Okay. So then the headlines. The headlines. What kind of headlines are you giving? What illustration? So what I am telling you is okay, utensil they are cooked and they are washing. So this is a illustration. Okay, what kind of illustration I want to show? We all be underscore. In the sense, everything will be checked. Then colors used. Okay, what kind of colors you are using? So usually, if it's a toilet cleaner or a floor cleaner, they use the background as white. Okay, most of it you can see white. Even the person who comes and tells, even that person will be wearing white. So similarly in washing powder and all. So there will be two colors. Okay, basically for you to make out. So one will be very white. I don't know how they make. Do it. So something like it will be like a bulb or a white incandescent light which is coming out of that particular shirt, and other one will be yellow or black or stains would be there. So just to make you understand, okay, just to show you, okay, this is so much clean and that is not. Okay, so there will be different colors which could be shown. The packaging designs, how are you showing it? Or type face instance, how are you writing the letters, in what way and all. And then point of purchase. So where are you getting it? So even if you say that, okay, stationery near you or shops near you, or come and get it at this particular point. So different kinds of products will be having different kinds of points to buy. Okay, so if it is a product where you can get it on in a medical shop. So it's a medical shops near you. Okay, so if it is a grocery item, so they can say grocery shop near you or a particular mall near you. Okay, if it is they are having a tie up with DMart, so they can say okay DMart near you. So that is what they are saying. Point of purchase. Materials may also be evaluated. Then the process of the first one. Okay, so earlier process was the whole process. Okay, now for the first step in the process, what the process is for that. Okay, objective is what? Explore customers' responses to various ad concepts and expressed in words, pictures, or symbols. So where we are getting more attention, whether it is the symbol, whether it is the words that they are using, or the concepts or the symbols. Okay, this is my objective to find what the customer is very much attracted to. Then method, alternative concepts are exposed to consumers who match the characteristics of the target audience. In the sense, to whom are you targeting this? Whether it is housewife, small kids, okay, or teenage young children, okay, college going students. To whom are you basically targeting your product to? Okay, so you are getting those kind of people who match your target audience. Then you expose, in the sense you show them different ads, your concepts that you have done. Then according to their view, you will continue. So like if you show 100 people, so there will be different. Like in percentage, there are four. Okay, in one person, let's say like one ad may get 30% likes. Okay, the other ad may get 20% likes, and one may get zero and the other may get 50%. So the one with the 50% will be taken forward. Okay, because that has the highest votes. Okay, then sample size vary depending on the number of concepts to be presented and the consensus of responses. Consensus in the sense you just go and ask someone, they may say, no, no, I'm busy, I cannot do that. So that is what is consensus. You are asking them permission to show you this particular ad. So if you are going and meeting someone, okay, like your target audience, and you ask them, so will you help us get a good ad? Okay, so if they are okay, if they are having time, if they can, like if this they want to travel somewhere to your studio or somewhere, okay, so if they are free they'll come with you, otherwise they'll say no. So that is what is consensus. You are taking the permission of the respondents. Then output, what would be the output? Qualitative and quantitative data, evaluating and comparing alternative concepts. That is what I said. Take the target audience, they show them your pictures or ads, then you ask them which one was good according to you. So they'll rate, and according to the number, like it could be 100, 200, 10, 20 number of audiences, there will be a percentage which says that okay, these many people or this much percentage of your total audience has voted for this particular ad. So which will be having highest percentage of acceptance, you will move ahead with that particular thing. Okay, that is process. So tests under this stage are using focus groups, small intercepts, and over internet. We'll just look at those focus groups. What are focus groups? It is one of the more commonly used method. Okay, most oftenly we are using this particular focus group method. So it usually consists of 8 to 10 people in a target market for the product. So the people whom are you are targeting, so out of those you will be taking around 10 people, usually 8 to 10. Okay, it can be used to test product concepts and advertising concepts. Okay, product concepts in the sense you can, like in the form of ice cream or chocolate. Okay, you are having different flavors. You are taking these people, okay, there, and you are giving them all the different varieties of chocolates or ice creams. So they'll eat and tell, okay, which all they like. Can they go with all the flavors in the market, or they need to avoid some of the flavors, or they need to change some of the flavors. People may not like it. Okay, so that is what is this one. So it is used to test product concepts and advertising concepts. Then for most companies, it is the first step in research process. Okay, so this is how they start with. Okay, for the research. Then the number of focus groups used varies depending upon group consensus. So how many people say yes? Based on that, no need to have only one group. You can have 10 groups, 15 groups, 20 groups. Okay, with small variations. Okay, small variations, it could be in the terms of age. So if your product is for the age of 10 to 20, so in the first group there could be only age group of 10, then 11, 12 up to 20. Then there could be few groups where you are having a mixture of different ages. Okay, so something like this. So there could be different kind of focus groups. Uh, okay. Then results are easily obtained, directly observable, and immediate because you are showing them or you are asking them for the response then and there. So it is very easy. Okay, you are observing how they are basically reacting to whatever you are showing or whatever you are asking to do them. So it is very easy to obtain the result. You can directly observe it, and it would be immediate. You need not wait for a longer period of time. Okay, so if you ask for certain response, it would be very good. It would be honest as soon as they have the experience. Okay, like for example, if you just watch a movie and just after the movie, if you ask for a review, it would be different. Okay, because just now we have finished it. So what did you feel about the movie? The more things or more genuine things will come out. So as and when you go for a longer period of time, like you had seen it yesterday or day before yesterday, your thoughts may change. Okay, in some cases it may so happen that you are really involved in the movie. Okay, you said it's very good, it is like this, it is like that. Then after coming, somebody says, okay, this is, yeah, I did not focus on this. Yes, now I am thinking that it's not that good. Okay, so your reaction, genuine reaction would be just after uh, a particular audience or a focus group has been experience your product or the ad just now. Okay, just after that you need to take the response. Then variety of issues can be examined and consumers are free to go into depth in areas they consider important. Okay, they'll ask these particular focus group people, okay, how did you feel, any aspect, the color, if the person who is doing it acting has to be changed. Okay, sentences what they are saying has to be changed or what. So different instances, the background, okay, everything could be asked in depth to them. Okay, then it does not require quantitative analysis because this is qualitative. How did you feel? It was good or bad? It's not like rate it from 1 to 10. Okay, good or bad you can ask. So how good was it? Very good, not so good. So you may not like go into quantitative analysis. You can have a qualitative one, and it is easy to intercept. Okay, sorry, intercept, no, interpret. It is easy to interpret. That means we can directly get what they are telling you. If not, you can ask them few questions and clarify your doubts. So this is focus groups. Then mall intercept. What are these mall intercepts? Consumers in shopping malls are approached and asked them to evaluate rough ads or copy. So there are people who are roaming around in malls. Okay, you go to them, you ask them, okay, can you tell me which one is good? So is this print ad good or that one is good? So how do you like? What do you think of the letters? What do you think of the colors? Okay, so background color has to be changed, the font size has to be changed. Okay, so this thing could be asked in a mall. Then individuals assess the ads via questionnaires. So you can show them a particular ad or a print ad, then you can give him or her a particular questionnaire having some questions. Okay, so you may forget to ask all the questions. So it is better to have a questionnaire or rating scales, different rating scales. Okay, it could be from 1 to 10, Likert scale, continuous evaluation scale, you know, you have already learned all those things. Or rankings. You can say, like you have shown them 4 ads, you rate them from 1 to 4, stating 1 is the best one and 4 is the worst one. So out of these 4, they rate. So this was first, this was second, this was third, and this was fourth. So how many people gave 1 to that one? How many people gave 2? How many people gave 3? So we need to count all these things. So you are getting a collective response of many people in mall intercepts as well. Then over internet. So advertisers show concepts simultaneously to consumers throughout the country. Okay, so many advertisings are shown to many people throughout the country. Okay, they garner feedback. In the sense, they ask for feedback and analyze the results almost instantaneously. In the sense, you are not going to them, right? You are just asking them to click something. If they say okay, first you will ask them, are you free? Fine. Okay, if you are okay, help me for so and so. You can go into this particular link. You can watch it and you can rate it over there. So as it is over internet, you will get the answer instantaneously. Then you can have a background method where everything could be calculated as per as and when a particular person clicks. Okay, if he says 3 stars, 4 stars, 3.5 stars, so suddenly it has to be updated in your system, stating that okay, these many stars have been given to this particular ad. Okay, so almost instantaneously you are getting the result. So it becomes it is becoming an increasingly popular thing because you can get data from all over the world or throughout the area in which you are focusing, throughout India, okay, throughout your state, throughout your particular area. Okay, you can show them and you can ask them to uh, write a review or rate it or do something. Okay, so you can gather information from a large number of or large number of people in a vast area almost instantaneously. As and when they click, we are getting the answers. It saves cost and is time efficient. So for you from Belgaum to go to Delhi or to Rajasthan or to Kerala to Tamil Nadu and get the response, it is very difficult. But sitting here, you can send a link. Okay, you can ask your friends to send it to different relatives who are free. You can ask them to go there, and you can get the results as and when sitting over in one place. And they could be sitting anywhere throughout the area. Then they could give you the their results or their grading or their points, their rating could be given to you. So this is over internet. Then is the second one, that is rough art copy and commercial testing. So what is this? Here costs make testing a final. The costs make testing a final ad at early stages necessary. In the sense, this is a rough art now. So we are not we like in the previous step we are just getting what concept is being chosen by the people. If you might have different concepts, you are asking people to rate them. So we have already got it, got the rating. So the concept is ready. Now, in between, okay, cost for making final, okay, uh, copy will be more. So what we do in early stages, we'll ask people, so how are you feeling about this? So I am going to further complete it. Do you think it works well or no? So getting the information when it is a rough copy. Okay, then slides of artwork posted on a screen or animatic and photomatic roughs may be used to test at this particular stage. In the sense, if you are having any instead of showing the whole ad, you are showing the pictures of the ad. Okay, so it could be animatic or it could be photomatic. So in photo format, you are showing them. So do you think this works? Okay, you are not completely giving all the information to them. You are saying, okay, is the color contrast good? Okay, so is the character you feel okay for this particular thing? What is saying? Okay, something like this. then rough test must indicate how the finished commercial would perform. In the sense, if the same thing is finished, so how will it look? So do you like to see this particular ad or something? So they could ask in between only. Then studies have demonstrated that these testing methods are reliable and the results typically correlates well with the finished ad. Okay, so many a times the testing methods have shown that in between whatever people have said, so that has been true for most of the things for finished ads as well. Then most of the tests at this stage involve lab testing. In the sense, people are called so laboratory test. So that is what is this particular laboratory test where it is conducted in between four walls. That is, they are called to some place. It's been shown. Then a particular testing is being done. Many questions will be asked to them. Okay, could be based on observations. It could be based on the sound what they are listening to. Okay, or it could be uh, various other things like the color combination, like the characters. So based on that, all of the things are there. Okay, then popular tests include comprehension and reaction tests, then consumer juries. So what is comprehension and reaction test? Comprehension and reaction test. It is focused on trying to understand the meaning of the ad or commercial perceived and the reaction to it. Okay, you are showing something and you are asking the particular person, okay, what did you understand by seeing this particular ad? Okay, then what will be your reaction to this particular ad? So this kind of information are also taken. So what did you get or what did you interpret of me showing a particular ad or a particular print ad? Yeah, I can say anything. Okay, so then personal interviews. So after showing, I am interviewing that particular person. So similarly, if you're doing it in groups, group interviews and focus groups have been used for this particular purpose. The sample size vary according to the needs of the clients. Okay, typically ranging from 50 respondents to 200 respondents to validate the study basically. So this is comprehension and reaction test. Next is consumer juries. What is consumer juries? Two words, different meanings, then add them. So consumer, people who is using your product. Then jury, people who give the verdict, the end answer or a particular yeah, I can say verdict only. Okay, so verdict, people who give verdict are called as juries. Then consumer is a person who uses your product. So after using your product, the person is giving a particular uh, response to it. Okay, whether he'll buy it or not, he likes it or not. So he's basically giving you a particular result. Then it uses customers representative of the target market to evaluate the probable success of an ad. Consumers representative means your target audience. A few of your target audience are taken, then a particular thing is done. Okay, that is evaluation based on the success or failure of the ad. We show the ad and we'll ask them. Then juries may be asked to rate a selection of layouts or copy versions presented in paste up or separate sheets. Okay, it could be a continuous sheet where different posters are given. Okay, or separately particular person is given different ads. Okay, so we are talking about print ads here. So as and when he's seeing, he will give his remarks over there. Okay, he gives his verdict, stating it is good, bad, this has to be improved, that has to be improved. Okay, the sentences are not right, spelling mistakes. So we can say even spelling mistakes are there in proof when a particular proof is given. Proof in the sense a particular ad, print ad is given to uh, a particular person who is of authority to make any changes to it. So he will check. So at that particular time, many a times it is seen that there would be some spelling mistakes. Okay, some and not all the time. Sometimes. Then juries may be asked to rate a selection as that's been done. So usual questions asked in a consumer jury test. So which of these ads would you most likely read if you see it in a magazine? So many will be given to them options. So they'll ask which one you like to read if it is there in a newspaper. So answer you will get. Then which of these headlines would interest you the most in reading the ad further? In the sense by the headlines they are trying to basically attract that particular customer or consumer towards what is being written inside. Okay, so which headline basically makes you go and read, okay, the body content of that particular ad. Then which ad convinces you most of the quality or superiority of the product. Okay, without stating that I am better than my competitors, yes, it is stated. So which will say that which ad is basically trying to tell you that it is of good quality and it is of a superior quality than the superior quality product. Okay, so which ad tells you that? Then which layout do you think would be most effective in causing you to buy? So out of saying all these things, which ad will make you go and buy the product? Okay, then comes which ad did you find most interesting? So why did you find it most interesting or more interesting? Then try to find out. So this is where some of the questions. So these are not the only questions. Some of the common questions asked to the consumer jury. Okay, then consumer jury process. So we'll see this and we'll stop for today. So what is the objective? The objective is potential users are asked to evaluate ads and give their reactions to the evaluation reactions to and evaluation of them. They are shown and they are asked for their evaluation, how it looks, what and all. I've just told you. When two or more ads are tested, viewers are usually asked to rate or rank order the ads according to their preferences. Multiple ads, it will be 2, 3, 4, 5. I told you, rank them. So like 1 to the total number n. So it will be like which one will be first according to you. First is the highest what do you call attention grabber. So it will be 1. Then next, which one did you feel it was good? It is 2, 3, 4. So it goes up to n. So method, respondents are asked to view the ads and rate them according to either the order of merit. Okay, that is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the paired comparison method. Second one, we show only two. Which one is good in this or this? So you say this. Then next two are shown. Then next two are shown. Then whichever they have chosen, so those two will be shown. So out of these two, which one? Then again, so on, doing, we will be going to get at the end one particular theme outside or one particular ad. Okay, so this is two of the methods like rate them or give them two at a time, then ask them to choose the best one of the two. Then second one, in order of merit method, that is what is being said. The respondent is asked to view the ads and then rank them from 1 to n according to their perceived merit. Then in paired comparison method, ads are compared only two at a time. Okay, each ad is compared with each other ad in the group and the winner is listed. The best ad is the one which wins the most times. Okay, usually they will employ 50 to 100 participants. So this is consumer jury process. So what will be the output? An overall reaction to each ad under construction as well as a rank ordering of the ads based on the viewer's perception. So under construction in the sense they are still coming up with the ad. It's not finished yet. Okay, at that particular moment only they are asking, and you are getting the preferences of your target audience. Okay, so you are getting the preferences of the target audience and their perceptions, what they think. Okay, so this pre-testing of final ads we'll look it into in the next class. Okay, we'll stop for the day. Okay, students.